Hello, everybody. So today we are going to do the Excel charts. So there are five different charts in Excel which are very much evident today, and we are just going to talk about these charts because basic charts we already know that already know about what is box plot, what is in column chart, pie chart, and histogram. But today we are going to talk about some advanced charts which always make your reports look very good, and they are some of the advanced options that is available while making a chart. So the first chart that you're going to talk about is the donut chart. Then the second one, which we are going to talk about, is by using the chart in which we are first of all going to make a column chart, and then we are going to make a secondary charts. That means one column chart would be embedded in the other. Then we will be talking about the waterfall chart, which will give a like a feel of a waterfall. Then we have a chart which is a forecast chart. And finally, we'll be talking about the column chart with the revenue growth, which will be showing that means we have the variance over here. So it will be showing the positive and the negative values together. So now let's get started. So first over here, we have a donut chart. So as you can see over here that we have data regarding the Europe customer satisfaction, which is from like 82% and 18%. So this is how the donut chart looks like. Similarly, for the America score, it's 65 and 35. So now we are going to make for the Asia score, which is 75. And uh, so we first of all, what we're going to do is that we are going to insert a chart over here. So in this, we have a donut chart. So we'll just select this data. After selecting this data, we will go to this pie selection and we will select the donut chart. So as you can say that 75% is satisfied and your 25% is not satisfied. And what we are going to do is that we are going to remove these uh, labels over here. So this is not required, right? We'll just remove it over here, and then we have this. Now, what we're going to do over here is that we have to make this little bit of different color. So we will just go over here and put it of different color. Let's say we will just make it dark orange over here. And this will make light orange. Okay, I'll just make it dark orange. Then we have to put the text over here. So for this, we will insert the text box. And inside this, we want to have a value of 75%. We will just make it a little bit. We'll make it a little bit bigger in size. For this, we are just going to make sure that we have made it bold, and we just increase the size. So this is how we are going to create a donut chart over here. So what we have done is that we first of all selected the data, then we went to the insert tab. Under the insert tab, we have selected the donut, and then we have done some of the changes regarding over here that basically we have come and we have worked on that what is the size of the donut that we want, right? And then we basically inserted the text box inside it, and then we have just changed this text over here, the satisfied number, because it is in large quantity as compared to the unsatisfied. And this is your donut chart. Now let's come. This is the first chart that we have made. That is the donut chart. So it is used to basically see, suppose if we have like two values or three values. So it is used basically to identify the difference between them. So it is for 82% for the Europe and 65% for America and 75% for Asia. So if we want, we can just put go to the design chart over here and to the format. And in case if you just want to put some values over here, you can also put the values, right? Now we come to the actual versus budget chart. So this actual versus budget chart basically tells you about difference between the actual and the budget. So for this, we will select any data and do Control A. After that, we will go to insert, and in this, we will insert the column chart. Okay, so I think we are missing on something. We have not, so we'll do Control A. Then we are going to go to insert and we will insert the column chart over here. So after inserting the column chart, we know that we have over two option over here, budget and actual. So we will select the orange one. In the orange, we will just go and put it into we don't want it to be that so we will just go in the this and right click on this and go to the format data point, and we will put it to the secondary axis. So this is how it has come to the secondary axis. So in this we can basically select the gap width over there that we have and the series overlap. After this, when we have selected this, we are just going to select the blue one, and then after selecting the blue one, we will just format the data series over here and we will change it to different color. So this basically tells you about actual versus budget. So if you want to change the value, you can also change the data from here. And for the actual also, you can change the value from here if you want it for to be a different color. So as you can say, and you can just put it. You can give it as a value of actual versus budget. Now we have to make sure that we have to remove this value over here because it is going to give it a very different. So minimum we have to put 0 and maximum we have to put over here as 600. So now you can see over here, the minimum here is 0 for both the ends and maximum is 600. So we are getting the same value on both the side. So let's take this data and put it over here. So as you can see over here, and we do not require this anymore, so we'll just delete this option. As you can see over here that basically we have the budgeted value which is over here, right, in this color, and in dark color we have the actual value which we have. So this basically gives you the actual value versus the budgeted value that we have. So for budgeted here is 500 and for the actual value over here is 365. Similarly, for the office space, we have the actual value, which is about 50, and your budgeted value to be 112. So this is how we can say that by using a secondary chart, we can make the actual value and the budgeted value. Now let's get to the third chart. The third chart we are having is the waterfall chart. So again, we are going to select all the values. Then after selecting all the values, we will go to insert. Under insert, we will select this, which makes a chart, a waterfall chart like this, which gives you about your increase, decrease, and total. So here you can see that in this we have what are the new hires, what is the promotion, what are the demotions, layoffs, and departures. And this is the total that we have after. So as it is not giving a look of a waterfall, because in waterfall this should come down. So we will just select this value, right click on it and put it set to total. So now it is coming down. Now we will select the values which are positive, negative as we are going to select the values which are negative as the basically the values which are negative we are going to first select and we are going to put it into a red color. So this is just for the negative values that we are doing. So as you can see, we have this values which is the positive over here. We just have to select this. Then we will select the value over here, which is we will put it in green color. Okay, so this is your final white waterfall chart. We can see over there that we have the increase value, decrease value, and total. Now let's come and make a total value of some other color, maybe the gray color. So okay, so this gives you a final. Basically, the increase value is in the green color, then the decrease in red, and panel value is in blue color. Now let's go to the forecast chart. In the forecast chart, we will just select all the data. So this is about a particular share like a Netflix, and we have to see that what is the closing price of Netflix at this particular date, and maybe the next particular days, what is the share price. So this is what we have to see. So we'll go to the data tab, and in this we have the forecast sheet. So this forecast sheet basically tells you about the price that we have for this particular value. So this forecast sheet gives you about the forecast and how this price is basically going from the various days. So this is the close which we have. So it is coming from 6/3/2024 till 9/8/2025. So the what is in the blue portion is what is being available over here in this sheet, and what is in the orange portion is about what is the forecast, the forecast that has been given. So as we can see over here, that we can see the forecast that we have by using this particular sheet. So I hope this thing is clear to you that how we basically do the forecast. Okay, let me share the sheet again. Just to give me a moment. Okay. Okay, now we come to the revenue growth. How do we basically see the revenue growth? So we can see the month over here, the revenue over here versus the next month. So we are first of all going to select the month and the revenue. We are going to go to home and insert, and we are going to insert a column chart for this, right? So after inserting the column chart, we have to see basically we will take this orange and we will just go to the format data series. So in this format data series, we will just put it as like we don't want it to appear, right? So we will just do it as a no fill because we do not want this to appear. And for this, we will also do it no line, no border. After this, we will just go to a chart design. And in this, in add chart elements, we are going to select the error bar, which is the more error bar option. After this, selecting the error bar, it is going to give us a positive error bar. So let's see if we can just do it. More error bar option. So here we have the positive error bar and the negative error bar. So in this, let us first select the positive error bar, which is plus. And in this, we have the custom. In custom, we will give the value of the positive error bar. And in the negative error bar, we are going to give the value of the negative error bar. And we will just do OK over here. And this is what we get in our output. So just select on this, and this is the output that we are getting. After this, if you want to see like the values for this, so we'll just right click on it and we can say just add data values, or we can just say labels. So we can add the data labels also here for all the values that we have. Okay, for this, we have to select this and we can say format data labels. So after the data labels are being added, so let's see if we can just select this data. And the data labels that are added is actually very big in number, so we just have to make them in small number. Okay. So after selecting the data labels, basically we can just right click on the data labels and do format data labels. So after this, we have to say value from cell, and value from cell, we have to basically select the variance. So we have to select we have to appear the data as variance of 8% minus 20%. So that means these values which are negative are going to also appear, and the positive values are. So here we have selected the variance also. So in this, whatever is the negative value, we will just put it into as a um, red over here. So this is also the negative value. And whatever is the positive value will be done in green. So as you can see, this is our final data. We can just put the title of this data as a revenue growth. So you can see this is the final data. That means we have the final graph we had for the revenue growth. So we have this over here, which is your, we can say that it contains the various the bars we have, the column chart for January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So here we have the values of the variance. That means from it is coming from 8% to minus 20% to minus 30, which is decreasing. And then it is increasing at 14, 16, 12. And then finally it is going to 12%, which is the maximum value it is having. So this is all about the revenue growth. So I hope this lecture was useful in understanding the various charts. So the first chart that we did was the donut chart. This is how it appears. Then we did the actual versus budgeted chart. Then we did the waterfall chart. And finally, when we did was your column chart in which we have shown the percentage. So thank you very much. We will see you in the next lecture regarding formulas and functions and many other more things that you will learn in Excel. Thank you.